and welcome to the Proximity. I'm having a Disco Elysium adventure. And we're going to finally go into the Fells building with a little bit of an explore. What's this? We may have looked at this all before, but... concrete pipe buried in the sand and dust. I can't go that way, okay, fair enough. Oh, some cash. I feel like I'm near the end, but I've got an entire island to explore at the very least end. Suddenly your entire body is paralysed. An aggressive white noise fills your skull. Strange pain like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once, but her words are the only ones you can make out. This is a cool graphical effect. Hey, she's right there. We walked right into her.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine. Ah, wish I didn't waste that health before.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. Sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. Don't cover them? That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing the job. Tell her that she's under arrest. Are you going to kill me too?
No, I'm not gonna fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing, it's the Ulan frequency. I saw your equations, it's the Ulan frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. Though I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
13684 137891303.
The pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale. People lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you might be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
He's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep it talking, you might just get an opportunity to break loose. How did you get your hands on
I
this
built
thing?
it myself.
She nods towards her torture device. She's proud of it too. She ought to. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah, way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like walking out of a very confusing dream.
This is 3425597 Terracalis Halin Ole Omete Ni Pelevs Omni Pelevs Mu 2 drugs 446454482 Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Says she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and herself merely as prey. Please, could you turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
236189281. If you're looking for a deal on mattresses, suspicious of 23562971047302819. Oh, Rosalind, no, Rosalind. The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens. The gun she's carrying is 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time. I do have a tool equipped. Haha. How did you know we were coming? I heard you in the passages. I've been preparing for quite a while. By hiding bullets under floorboards. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel, the washerwoman. So nice. She smiles a little smile. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back. As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now, hardy for one. Preparing for the worst. I was, before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now. That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. If it was dark in the shack, the waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun, then she cracked the barrel open, took the bullet out. Not today. Did you shoot Lely? No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Okay, that's, Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No. She hesitates. You wouldn't have been broken first. Right, it was Classier was the first to share her suspicions. Oh, she smiles sadly. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Your first guess wasn't entirely off. Titus and his boys, ma'am. They told us you were on the coast. He pauses, taking it in. Well, fuck. Those guys liked me. And I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like... The dull despair creeping into her voice. How the fuck do the rest of you get by? No, hang on. This is what happens to people whom people like. How the fuck do the rest of you get by? Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up. I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Like what? She adjusts her grip on the gun. I already told you I didn't do it. A strong moral compass. She wants the opportunity to make a case for herself. Would you say that Lely was a likable person? I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Did you feel protective of the Union? Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wildpine sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here. I'd hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. You don't feel sympathy for the mercs? It's hard work. Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. What? Yeah, you know what I meant. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. I have other questions. Do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot? Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. I genuinely don't know how long they said she was gone for. It's been ages. There was half an hour missing. He went out. Like fuck I did. I was in all the time. I went for a leak 15 minutes max. Hold on. Our investigation, Winston Payne, has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder. Wow, now I'm curious. Please explain. Look, there's a secret way from the first floor to the whirling to the roof. Don't know it, but also, she found studying your face, evaluating your competence as a police officer. The shot couldn't have come from the roof. We would have heard it downstairs. She has a point there. No one mentioned. The pain stops him from finishing the sentence. It didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her. You have a gun. And I see the front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere? Sure don't. A breech loader? Nope. This is such a wipeout. Where did you get it? The gun store. What gun store? Trigger Happy Jacks. Really? Trigger? What did you think? That I'm going to squirrel on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles? No, they're not practical. Break too often. Okay, there's other evidence. Do you like to hang out on rooftops? Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Cliché's rooftop. Sure, I'll have a hang out there. She's got the great antenna. What's so great about her antenna? Very powerful. I use it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival. High latitude compressor 851023933. Come in. Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof? The view's pretty bomb too, but you might say the antenna was the main attraction there. Yeah, along with Classier. So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof? Move on. Yeah, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to come from afar. You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry. She shakes her head slowly. So Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. It makes a more difference. No, he didn't. I found my own way in. Okay, great. You've got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking? I will skip that one. You had financial incentive to kill the merc. And it's to get away from all the murder shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer for the Union. Lieutenant is unable to articulate his question. She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. Might be able to find this out later. Turns the knob down just a millimeter, then continues. I got lucky being a dispatcher. If I had to do any of the really dirty work myself, this gun, she glances at it, has only been used for self-defense against serious scum. But you're threatening us with it now. Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. She responds, holding her gaze. Okay, let's take a step back. Yeah, where? More questions before doing anything. If you didn't kill him, why hide? I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent. So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop. What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent? She looks to you quizzically. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener. Feel something in your chest, an unnatural presence. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Sure, it's just heartburn. Oh god, did I not press it in time? All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark you don't even see a face. Right. We'll have to try that again. Don't worry, I'll skip through all the dialogue, but I have to go through the same dialogue options as I did before. No, I can. No, I died, so I can change the stupid one I did. But
I can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
cover your ears. Nope, it doesn't work. No, buddy, that's not going to help. Can't show yourself from this. It's entirely new type of... Okay.
No, I'm not gonna fucking kill you. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. Saw my equations? A pale latitude signals are
So,
precise. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. I built it myself.
that's illegal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. If you've got something really...
Then
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Right, I'm just trying to get through as much as I can. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the exact order I did everything in. Okay, I can't quite tell what kind of gun it is. It's a Nactway 80 front loader, 2-barrel, not really what you're looking for, I'm guessing. Okay, that Merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle, otherwise everyone at the Welling would have heard the shot downstairs. Okay. Okay, I'm going to actually go for... Do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot? Man, I was with the boys the whole night. Okay, you know what? I can say 15 minutes. Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time. So, they pinball much? No, not since I was 14. Hang out. The only dino in Darneen. Haven't been into a low risk, no reward game since moving to the city. Never mind. Okay. Examining my competence as a police officer. I've got to talk about the drugs. No, I don't want to say won't trust anything she says. We killed the Merc if it wasn't you. How should I know? As I keep saying, he had a bullet in his head when I got to him. There hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio. Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up listening to the conversations crisscrossing Martinez. Police ready, you've been following the case? Who hasn't? She shrugs. You know, I can still see him there. in Classier's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while. What happened on Sunday night? Tell me your version. She eyes you warily, as in gauging your sincerity. It's okay, we want to... He struggles to finish the sentence. Alright, don't kill yourself over it. While shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always, and Classier comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves, so I grab a seat next to her. Classier said you knew something was wrong immediately. No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. I wouldn't have been the first for her, but no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah. It made it look like he'd been hanged. How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly? What? No, faking a lynching was her idea. Her idea? Yeah, in cold blood. Really surprised me how quickly she was able to get hold of herself once we got it up there. It's like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around the neck to fake lividity. And she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys. She lied to you about that too. What's bad? That she'd be so calm. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. Do you think she killed Lely herself? As I keep telling you, cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing. Even if this is true, the lieutenant forces himself to finish the sentence. Weren't you worried this lynching might lead to... war? She purses her lips. Thought crossed my mind, but the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions anyway. Although the way things are going, she doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt. She shrugs. Ah, fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. If you didn't kill him, why hide? Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, sorry. I'll pause and skip through it. Don't I? That's harsh. I can't go for that conversation. That's frustrating. I wasted a health earlier. See if there's something I can... Right, I'm in the shop. I'm going to see if I can buy some stuff. I'll still skip through the conversation so you don't have to read it again. But,
is this about the questions again?
I don't know if there's anything in here that will help me, but... I'll remind myself. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Health. Yes. Yeah, okay. Nose effect. That's what I want, isn't it? I can... Okay. 4 nose fed. I can actually afford loads. Oh, that sort of takes a little bit of the drama out of it. But also I don't want to do that entire scene again, so... Okay, I'm gonna make my way back. The Delta Logistics Company truck stands here waiting, reflecting white light from the courtyard behind it. We knew it would be here, blocking the gate. Okay, apparently we're doing this. Are there people in there? Yes, people are hard at work at their desks. They can barely tell if it's day or night anymore, because the lights in the building are so uniform and bright. Who knows when they'll come out? What keeps them motivated? Irony. The yuppies masquerading as Mazovians. Or was it Mazovians masquerading as yuppies? Even if they get confused sometimes, out here in poverty-stricken Martinez. Why is the light so strange? Because this place is a mystery. Kim, let's get into that courtyard. It's so mysterious. Lieutenant adjusts his glasses. Whatever's going on there could hardly be of any consequence to our ongoing investigation. You can come back on your own when you're done with this case. Let's go for now, then. I want to know what's going on here. Sorry, I found a thing. Next is tree. Right, and we're back here. If you didn't kill him, why hide? Okay, I've got to click the screen so it works. There we go. Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell, and why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad, suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded. Who's everyone? How do you know this? Okay, bullshit, you're trying to throw me off. No one says that. Oh yes, they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you? If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too. Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name. Harry Dubois, she said, replies quickly. One corrupt motherfucker, the disco pants and the funny tie. Agent La Puta Madre. If she knows your name, that doesn't mean you're on the take. Criminals make up boogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you. La Puta Madre. Puta. Puta? I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right? Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. No, that was a real question. Yeah, sure. Doesn't believe you. I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it to you soon enough. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? What? What did you do to this Madre anyway? You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? She pauses. Now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus. She's not going to change your mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small. She said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something. When I came into town, was there anyone with me? Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them? Anyway. Who was in this squad? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. She nods towards the lieutenant. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. The lady wasn't bad either. What else can you tell me? One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in the uniform. All were carrying. She narrows her eyes. That sound about right? No idea who these people are, literally. No, that doesn't ring any bells. Well, this has been a great talk, really, but I think I'm going to hit the road now. She means it. You better make your move soon. Okay. Let's destroy the machine. Oh, damn it, I healed the health. Check failure. The violent white noise becomes even more overwhelming closer to the compressor. Feels like your brain is swelling up in your skull. Hold still and try to have an apocalyptic vision. Officer, are you okay? Don't worry, Kim. I'm just trying to have an apocalyptic vision. Brain intensifies as your hand attempts to reach out into the pale chaos. What are you doing? I told you it's best not to move. 87526323621837. That's special someone. Just try not to collapse. Look, I know this isn't very fun for you, so let's wrap it up. You have a tribunal to attend. I might have needed more health. Do you know about the bunker next door? What bunker? Just a place comrades stopped through. A revolutionary bunker. Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up the camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to... Her voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Lambert Day. Starburst and sunshine. 24 degrees centigrade. Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pale side's a little clearer. Do you know something about the tribunal the mercenaries are planning? She chuckles. Tribunal is an awful fancy word for what they're going to do. But yeah, I was listening to their frequency. They finished their investigation. Now they're going to put on a show before meting out punishment. She pauses, biting her lip. Even though those assholes gave me up, I'm worried for the boys. And you, watch out for yourselves. You seem to have a habit of walking into traps. They're planning to set up a trap for us? I'm guessing you don't know about the third mercenary has come to town just in time for the tribunal. Now you do. We mercenaries, no doubt armed to the teeth, hungry for vengeance. We've only got muzzle loaders. It isn't looking good. A third. Oh, this is bad. She nods. As I said, watch out. The pain is becoming unbearable. I have to let it go. I can't take it anymore. Just go. Glad to have been of assistance. She tosses her head back defiantly and turns on the machine. Best of luck to you, officers. Whoever trolls a bitch. The woman runs past you and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel. All things considered, Lieutenant is still reeling from the pain. That could have gone worse. Wait, shouldn't we go after her? No, I don't think she did it. She's someone else's case now. It's too late now. She's gone. What now? Conclude. Now we have to come up with a really good excuse for why we walked right into a trap like that. This isn't going to look good in the report. He looks around and then points further into the cavern. Her tent. Maybe there's something in there. Okay, also, do you have any thoughts about me being an evil agent, man? Okay, but... Oh, I can use multiple... I thought I'd have to use 3 charges at once. Okay, I could have bought the more expensive one. Cooking utensils. She's prepared herself porridge with bananas. Dark water trails in the distance. There is no way out. The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands she's used to camping out. Look inside. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Shine your flashlight on the books. And assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines. Lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. See anything? Sift through the magazines. A Rega Monthly, a journal of material science, more technological digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. Just take the notebook. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind. We should read this immediately, like right now. A well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand name Schneller embossed on the back. It seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveller. Alright, so there is a chance that Harry did the murder, in fact. Thick journal, the cover was worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. Examine the cover. It's made out of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationary brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. Unwind the strap, move on. Journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filed. Study the handwriting. Large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. Flip through the pages. A mix of logistical notes, diagrams, personal reflections, all dated. It's good that she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this. Kind of logistics. Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like a contract information. Quantities, directions. There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with code. I can give this to her after we finish. What are the diagrams of? Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. Anything personal? Short, wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appear to be attempts to sort through difficult decisions. There are a few passengers with many questions on them. How far back do the entries go? First entry is from August 2nd of the year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. What did she write the day Lely died? Nothing on March the 4th. March the 5th, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault, except... But that's another matter entirely. She's referring to portraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense? Anything about La Puta Madre? The name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. No wonder, would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March the 9th and March the 15th. Read the entry from 9th first. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching, but also I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then, on M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. There must be a mistake. This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for the mob boss. Am I sure this is a mistake? Look at me. Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin. Reading the entry from the 12th. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I made it to the point to believe in the best in people, the boy's example. But experience tells me... Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he was threatened. If he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. What's the most recent entry? Conclude the journal. Most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here... Ooh. If I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run? Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning. Lieutenant taps on the page. Looks like she might have been framed. If she didn't do it, maybe it's good that we didn't catch her. I wouldn't go as far to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. He frowns. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us, especially if she has problems with the Madre. Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent? He looks at you straight in the eye for a moment and then sighs. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. Aw, Kim's nice. Kim's my favourite thing about this game. What I really enjoy... Sorry, my voice spoke and I really do like him. But, like, if you go online and check, everyone loves Kim. It's just, like, he's so well written as this kind of forgiving, best friend type character that's just, like, understanding. Maybe a little too understanding, but my word. And who do you think killed the Merc? Conclude. Could have been Titus. Then again, he pauses to think. No one heard the shot. Maybe there's a hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain, we're business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. Let's be careful, though. The tip she gave us about the tribunal was disturbing. Okay, I have a level up. What to do? Last time I really regretted. Are these all the ones I don't have access to? There's a lot. I really regretted using it, didn't I? Oh, I shan't. I'll keep it there. You see, I thought I'd get access to the island, so I'm guessing I need a boat to get to the island. Okay, I won't teleport. Oh, hang on, what's in this first? I won't teleport back, you can stay with me so you can hear my thoughts. But, yes. Maybe I'm not as far as I thought I was. Still, while it wasn't amazing, we got through it. We almost got our money back. I know some plots moved on because the game warned me about this conversation. Still, I think I'm going to let you go. We went over last episode, so it does make sense to cut off here. What did I want to do behind his back? Oh, I've completely forgotten. There was... Oh, yeah, after the case, they said. So, yeah, I'm going to sort of... Well, you know what? Like, something might happen when I walk into it. So I'm actually going to let you go here, I think. I wonder why that graphical weird effect is happening. That didn't happen before. But yes. It's not there, is it, John? Yeah, I went the wrong way. I should stop clicking. They'll just go towards my cursor. Was it the wrong way? Yeah, I don't want to cross to the other island. I'll let you go just before there. But yes. So if Kim says I'm not an agent, I'm not an agent. But I definitely did... I may have still been compromised, right? I may have rolled in with agents but not be an agent. But I love that the game is still making the possibility that I was the killer there. I don't think I was, because I think I'd be a little bit silly. But, like, it's a possibility. Like, it's never been truly taken off the table. There's my car. Like, where the hell are the people I came in with? Assuming she's telling the truth. Right, that's where I said I'd stop. Save my game. I've been John Proxy. You are now leaving the proximity. I've got some work to do. Some actual work. Thank you for watching.